Hello, welcome to section 3 about multidimensional systemic alternatives. Before we speak of alternatives, we have to acknowledge that human societies currently face a multidimensional crisis. In this graph, we can see some of its dimensions and how they relate to each other. Capitalist growth encounters ecological limits on a finite planet, resulting in an environmental crisis manifested in climate change, here at the center, but also in biodiversity loss, deforestation, desertification, freshwater scarcity, and many other severe ecological problems. But these ecological threats constitute only one part of a much wider multidimensional crisis, which has grown to be systemic. Inequalities intensify within and between nations, accompanied by the rising political influence of a small number of super-rich individuals. There is a decline in formal, secure, and well-paid employment, and a crisis of care. Forced displacement due to wars, violence, discrimination, and disasters has reached unprecedented levels. Criminal economies constitute an increasing portion of GDP in many regions of the world. This growing insecurity and uncertainty correlates with a shift towards right-wing and extreme right-wing political options. The tools of liberal democracy prove insufficient to address these multiple threats, and we witness how a number of democratic state institutions, which were condensed expressions of former social struggles, are being deliberately dismantled by libertarian or fundamentalist religious autocrats in different geographical contexts. The political left seems to have no convincing answers to this scenario. The horizons opened by socialist and Marxist critique fall short in the 21st century. Scholars, particularly from Latin America, characterize this as a systemic and civilizational crisis. This crisis not only threatens the modern and colonial capitalist civilization and the reproduction of life as we know it, but as we can see on the bottom of the graph, it is also rooted in the very foundations of this civilization. In its anthropocentric perspectives, the pursuit of control and domination over nature, its exclusive ways of producing and validating knowledge, in linear assumptions on scientific and technological progress, and in its patriarchal, colonial, classist, and racist foundations. Now, if the problems we face are multidimensional, it is obvious that there will be no simple solutions. Addressing the civilizational crisis demands solutions that encompass its many dimensions. These solutions must be rooted in alternative paradigms, tackle structural problems and cultural habits, transform egoistic and utilitarian worldviews, and cultivate fundamentally different subjectivities. This is why, in this section, we will engage with the idea of multidimensional alternatives, explore their possible qualities, and revise some practical examples. But first, we will deepen our understanding of the civilizational crisis by reading an article written by Venezuelan sociologist Edgardo Lander.